Most people don't struggle with making a decision. They struggle with making the perfect decision. So they sit in indecision, playing out every scenario, analyzing every possible outcome, trying to avoid any risk. But here's the problem. Overthinking feels like progress, but it's actually a trap. You tell yourself you're being responsible, but really you're just delaying action, and the longer you wait, the harder it gets to move forward. The best decision makers aren't the ones who are 100% sure every time. They're the ones who trust themselves enough to decide, adapt, and keep moving. Here's the reason people get stuck in overthinking. They treat every decision like it's final. But most decisions are adjustable. You can tweak, you can pivot, you can course correct, but you can't do any of that until you actually make a move. The worst decision isn't making the wrong choice, it's making no choice at all. So instead of asking what's the perfect decision, ask what's the next decision I can make with the information I have right now. Then trust yourself enough to take the next step. You see, most people believe they need more time to think about making a decision, but that's backwards. Clarity doesn't come from thinking about it longer, it comes from taking action. You don't know if the business idea works until you test it. You don't know if a job is the right fit until you start. You don't know if something is aligned for you until you take a step toward it. Waiting for clarity is just another way to stay stuck. Action creates clarity. If you struggle with overthinking, give yourself a deadline. Tell yourself, I'm going to make this decision by this date, and then stick to it. Because if you don't, you'll stay in the cycle of, I just need more time, when in reality, you're just avoiding commitment. Most decisions don't take weeks or months to make. They take courage. Ask yourself, am I avoiding making this decision because it's truly not right, or because I'm afraid? Fear-based decisions sound like this. What if I fail? What if people don't approve? Or what if this doesn't work out? Decisions based in growth sound like this. What could I learn from this? What doors could this open? What could I become through this process? So if fear is running the show, your world gets smaller. But when you make decisions from a place of growth, everything expands. Jeff Bezos has a rule. If you have 70% of the information you need, it's time to decide. Why? Because waiting until you have 100% certainty is a waste of time. By the time you have all the information, the opportunity is probably gone. Great decision makers don't wait for perfect clarity. They gather enough insight, they take action, and they adjust as they go. Not deciding is still a decision. You're deciding to stay where you are. You're deciding to let fear win. You're deciding to let life happen to you instead of because of you. So if you've been overthinking something for a while, here's the challenge. Decide. Today, not tomorrow, not next week. Because life moves when you do. Most people are looking for the right decision. But the truth is, the right decision is the one you fully commit to. It's not the perfect job, it's the one you go all in on. It's not the perfect strategy, it's the one you execute consistently. It's not the perfect path, it's the one that you own and make work. So stop looking for the one perfect option and start committing to making the best of the option you choose. You can analyze every scenario. You can gather endless opinions and replay all the what ifs. But at some point you just have to decide. Because the truth is, you won't know for sure until you take action. So stop waiting for certainty. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Just make the call. Clarity follows action, not the other way around. So here's your challenge this week. What's one decision that you've been overthinking? Big or small, doesn't matter. Make the decision, commit to it, and move forward. Because momentum doesn't come from waiting, it comes from deciding. If this episode spoke to you, send me a message or leave a comment on the episode below. What's one decision that you're going to make this week? If you haven't already, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I'm dropping new episodes every Friday morning, and I'll be here to help you ask better questions to take meaningful steps forward. So until next time, stop overthinking and start deciding. And remember, you don't need to have all the answers. You just need to ask the next right question.